Many Christians often repeat the phrase, God's plan, not mine, believing that every event in their lives, whether financial gain, material success, relationships, or personal struggles, is part of divine orchestration. However, the reality is that most Christians are not following the God of Israel's plan at all. First off, what is a plan? It's a detailed proposal for doing or achieving something, or to decide on and arrange in advance. What if the God they've been conditioned to believe in has nothing to do with the Creator and the God of Israel's plan? What if people have been influenced to follow a religion based on personal desires, emotion, and distortions designed to justify slavery and enforce compliance, rather than adhering to the Creator's eternal commandments? Isaiah 55 verses 8 to 9 reads, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares Yahuwah." Many Christians believe that everything happening in their lives, good or bad, is orchestrated by God's plan. Even when Christians make personal choices that lead to regret, failed relationships, or financial ruin, they often believe it's God's will to make them stronger. But if their God is truly all about love, why subject them to suffering and sickness over and over again? Christians and New Testament believers agree that the teachings in the Hebrew Torah is the sacred word of the Creator and the foundation of their faith. But does the concepts of puppeteering people's lives align with what the Hebrew Scriptures teach? Deuteronomy reads, "I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life, that both you and your descendants may live." This verse proves that the God of Israel gives free will. People choose their outcomes based on obedience or disobedience to his unchanging Torah. Proverbs 14:12 reads, "There is a way that seems right to a man, but its end is the way of death." Christianity promotes the illusion that blessings come automatically, but Scripture warns about self-deception. One of the biggest deceptions in modern Christianity is the belief that God micromanages every detail of their lives. But the Hebrew Bible makes it clear Yahuwah does not force people into blessings or punishments. He allows them to choose. Yahuwah does not dictate every step of a person's life. He lets them choose to serve him or follow their own way. According to the Creator, the standard for blessing is obedience, not random faith or trusting in a New Testament Messiah. Another way Christians believe blessings will always happen to them, even when disobeying the God of Israel, is due to the very popular passage in Romans 8:28. Many New Testament believers commonly quote the first part, which reads, "We know that all things work together for good." However, the last part of the passage is what's critical. It reads, "To them that love God, to them who are called according to his purpose." Note it says, his purpose, not theirs. The Hebrew Bible always emphasizes obedience to the God of Israel, not teachings that oppose his Torah. In proper context and research, Paul, a devout Jew and Pharisee who also advocates the New Testament Messiah, is referencing the same God of Israel who is described throughout the Hebrew Bible in Romans 8:28, not the New Testament Messiah. The God of Israel is sovereign, faithful, unchanging, just, and is forever working out his purpose for those who follow his Torah. Another major contradiction in Christianity is a celebration of traditions that are nowhere found in the Hebrew Torah or commanded by the God of Israel. If it's truly God's plan and not their own, as they say, why do they continue to proudly celebrate Christmas, Easter, Halloween, and other various holidays with pagan origins? What do the Hebrew Scriptures teach about pagan worship? Jeremiah 10:2-4 reads, "Do not learn the ways of the nations, for the customs of the people are worthless. They cut a tree from the forest, adorn it with silver and gold, and fasten it so it will not topple." This directly describes Christmas trees, yet Christians proudly claim their holidays honor God. Deuteronomy 12:30-31 reads, "Do not inquire about their gods, saying, 'How did these nations serve their gods?' I will do the same. You must not worship Yahuwah, your mighty one, in their way." Christianity has adopted pagan customs, showing it is not about the God of Israel's plan, but man's pagan traditions. The biggest wake-up call is this: the God of Israel is not the God of Christianity. Unlike Christianity, the God of Israel does not promise wealth, prosperity, salvation, blind forgiveness, or an ordained marital partner to those who ignore his unchanging commandments. The Hebrew Bible teaches that the God of Israel's plan requires obedience. See Deuteronomy 28. Also, no intermediaries. See Isaiah 43:11, and exclusive worship free from pagan customs. See Deuteronomy 12:4. On the other hand, Christianity's plan is emotion-based, promotes blind faith, requires no obedience, removes accountability, and uses a New Testament Messiah as an intermediary and scapegoat for continual sins, and condones pagan traditions. Christians claim that everything happening in their life is according to God's plan, yet their lifestyles clearly reflect personal choices rather than adherence to the Torah established by the God of Israel. Despite professing faith in God, their actions suggest they are following their own desires wrapped in religious language. This contradiction is especially evident in their expectation of blessings without obedience to the God of Israel. In Deuteronomy 28:1-14, the Hebrew Bible clearly teaches that blessings are conditional upon obedience, while in Deuteronomy 28:15-68, disobedience leads to curses. However, many New Testament believers proudly reject the God of Israel's commands while still believing they're entitled to divine favor. This is like a parent who establishes a reward system for their children based on completing weekly chores. If a child continues to blatantly ignore their responsibilities all week, are they still entitled to the reward? Or do they assume it doesn't matter because their sibling, who always has complete favor with their parents, will always step in, do the chores for them, and make them appear deserving in their parents' eyes? This Christian ideology is known as substitutionary atonement. This theological doctrine in Christianity teaches that the New Testament Messiah did all the work for believers' sins on a cross, making them appear righteous before the Creator, regardless of their own actions or lack thereof. The ongoing struggles within Christian family breakdowns, financial instability, and moral decline indicate that they are not under the blessing of the God of Israel, but are experiencing the outcome of their own choices. This is not to say that hard work and dedicated perseverance can't bring financial success, but it does not necessarily mean that the God of Israel is always the source of those rewards. Success can be achieved through personal effort, but that doesn't ensure those efforts align with the Hebrew Bible. Financial freedom, career success, social popularity, and academic achievements are not proof of divine favor. Prosperity can come from various ways like hard work, opportunity, manipulation, or even deception. But true favor is measured by obedience to the God of Israel, not by worldly accomplishments. Modern Christianity often promotes a self-centered theology, implying that God desires constant personal happiness, which justifies poor choices like an unhealthy relationship, materialism, and worldly indulgence. However, the Hebrew Bible emphasizes that true and long-lasting blessings come from following the Torah, thus becoming Israel, not by following the famous Christian saying, "Do whatever makes you happy." See Psalms 1:1-3. This emotion-driven concept of doing whatever it is that makes a person happy is nowhere to be found in the Hebrew Bible. The focus on personal fulfillment rather than submission to divine law reveals that Christianity is more about self-gratification than following the plan of the God of Israel. Christianity's historical track record shows it never truly wanted to follow the God of Israel's plan, but their own. Over the centuries, Christianity has unequivocally and repeatedly proven that its agenda is not about obeying the God of Israel. Historical events indicate forced conversions, the Crusades, pagan ways of worship, and colonialism. All are actions completely against Torah principles. Christianity changed the Hebrew Sabbath day to Sunday, or Sun God Worship Day. This is a man-made alteration that ignores the God of Israel's command. See Exodus 20:8-11. Christianity also attempted to redefine Israel. They falsely claim that believing in their New Testament Messiah makes them spiritual Israel. First, There is no Hebrew foundational scripture to support this claim. And then second, this idea directly contradicts the God of Israel's eternal covenant with the actual nation of Israel. See Jeremiah 31, 35 through 37. If Christianity were truly about God's plan and not their own, history would show the New Testament believers altering their lifestyles to align with the Hebrew Torah. Instead, it shows a long-lasting record of ignoring and replacing Yahuwah's commandments with man-made doctrines, or aka their truth. Christians often profess God's plan, not mine, yet their actions, belief, and traditions throughout history and into modern times clearly demonstrate the opposite. Following plans apart from the Torah can bring temporal financial freedom, career success, social popularity, academic achievements, and fleeting happiness. However, in the end, only obedience to the God of Israel rewards true eternal peace and lasting prosperity. The God of Israel's plan is clearly laid out in the Hebrew Torah. Worship him alone without intermediaries, reject pagan customs of worship, and live according to his Torah to receive blessings in the coming Davidic kingdom. Christianity and New Testament believers has established a man-made plan built on personal interpretation, emotional desires, hidden agendas, pagan influences, decontextualization, and a rejection of the Torah. Their long history of placing the God of Israel's commands with their own traditions show they follow their own plan and not his. It's time to critically think and ask questions about everything. Just because doctrines or ideologies are popular, socially accepted, or taught by loved ones doesn't make them true. For your own sake, test them against the unchanging and sacred instructions of the God of Israel, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. His character has remained constant and unwavering throughout history. At WOTR, we stand firm on defending the truth of the God of Israel in a world that chooses otherwise. Unlike many, we don't fear the truth or hide from it. However, we embrace it because truth is all we've ever sought. We believe everyone deserves the truth and has the freedom to do whatever they will with it. Become a member and unlock full access to over 14 years of dedicated, unbiased research, downloadable study guides for adults and children, and see our full-length videos, all backed by scholarly resources, factual evidence, and the unchanging guidance of the God of Israel's Torah. After all, without facts you can't verify truth, and without truth, there is no trust.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more insightful content. See you next time.